Hi y'all, it's Leslie with Southern Spindle. Today I'm going to repurpose a cigar box into a beautiful jewelry box. I started by removing all of the stickers and then sanded it down to remove any of the words and images. I put a little Vaseline on the hardware to help keep the paint from sticking. I'm using the color Agave by Waverly and putting the first coat on. It will have streaks, but the second coat will take care of that. Once the paint is dry, you'll need to use a utility knife to separate the top and the bottom. When I put the second coat on, I ended up using the little round dauber and made circular motions. It seemed to work better. I'm a little off camera, but I'm using a pool noodle connector from the Dollar Tree to create fingers that will be used on the inside. Try and get them as close to the same size as you can. Once I had the fingers cut, I lined them up to see how many I would actually need for the inside. I found this 2-inch velvet ribbon at Hobby Lobby. I'm cutting it to size for each of the fingers. Once I had the ribbon cut, I used hot glue to secure the ribbon around the fingers, making sure that the edges of the ribbon were on the bottom side. As I finished each one, I placed them inside the box to be sure I made enough. I marked the inside of the box so I could be sure that the ribbon I'm going to place down will be covered by the fingers. Then I took the same ribbon and cut to fit into the open space. As you can see, I messed up the first one and had to redo it. That's okay. I glued the ribbon down to cover this open space inside the bottom of the box. Then I glued each finger, making sure that they were tight. I didn't want the edge to show, so I glued a craft stick in place. I only applied one coat to the bottom. I spray painted these feet I found on Amazon a gold, giving them 2 coats. I took a few minutes to find the right placement, marked them, and used it as a guide. I used E6000 and hot glue to make sure they stayed, but since I ended up using the screws, I probably didn't need either of those. And by the way, it's really hard to put a screw in through hot glue. I originally planned to put an applique I made on the top, but decided to use this metal piece instead. It was actually an old belt buckle from a bag of costume jewelry I bought at a thrift store or a yard sale. I measured and marked the center and used E6000 and hot glue to secure it. Then I decided to add a tassel to the front clasp using E6000. I think it turned out great. And I really liked the design on the inside of the box, so I just left it.